off, congratulations. You know, this night, I know that everybody worked so hard to get it to this point.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be here?
It's, what does it mean? You know, I've been working on this movie for 9 years. And I remember the first time I met Betty on Waters. And after spending 10 minutes with her, I fell in love with her and felt a tremendous obligation to tell her story and tell the truth about it. So when we first started talking, Betty Ann said to me, "So how long does it take to make a movie?" And I said, "Well, Betty Ann, if we get this done in a year and a half from now, that is super fast." She said, "A year and a half?" So 9 years later, here we are. But it's well worth it. So slightly surreal, but that's showbiz.
You know, I was able to go up to Bristol and do the interview with her for Searchlight, and you know, you walk out of there, and I called my wife, and I was like, "This is the most incredible woman I've ever met." What is it about her spirit, do you think?
Well, here's the thing about Betty Ann. When I first met Betty Ann, you might have seen her. When I first met her, I expected someone who bore the scars of all the suffering that she has endured, all the sharp trials, and maybe even some anger and sort of who would have armor. And Betty Ann opened the door to her condo, and there was this bright light, this smile. I thought, who is this woman? So humble. I didn't do anything. I was talking at that time to Aiden, who's one of her best friends, who owns the pub that she works at, and who's a character in the movie, but a much bigger character in her life. And Aiden said, you know, the thing is about, in his Irish accent, he said, the thing about Betty Ann is that all the struggles and all the pain that she suffered, and she suffered a lot, she's the happiest person I know. And I attribute that myself. Betty Ann has an innate understanding of what it means to love another human being. Just instinctively. She knows what it is, and she exercises that with everyone in her life. And that is her great survival skill. And that's the source of her strength and her passion and her fortitude. It really is. And in terms of this story, she loved her brother. That's what she'll tell you. You go, how did you do it? She said, I love my brother. And we go, yeah, but do those of us, you know, who have brothers and sisters really love, are willing, you know, to do that act? It's very inspiring later.
The scenes in the prison, if you take those out of the film and look at those separate, they're riveting. And the roller coaster that those two went on in those walls, what was that experience like for you as a director to watch those performances happening before your eyes?
It was incredible watching Sam and Hillary work. You know, having developed this screenplay from nothing, you know, just Betty Ann's stories, and having those scenes take shape in our head, either straight out of Betty Ann's mouth or with Pamela Gray, the writer, and I coming up with them, and having thought so deeply about them for so long, to watch them come to life with Sam and Hillary and just elevate so much. It was just amazing. It was magic.
So you're sharing this red carpet tonight with some exonerees, and obviously, you know, your film is going to bring some worthy attention to that. Talk about what that feels like to you.
Well, you know, our first day of filming, I introduced Betty Ann to the whole crew and talked a bit about the Innocence Project and the work that they do, the extraordinary work that they do, and told everyone, you know, sadly Kenny, Betty Ann's brother, died 6 months after he got out of prison. And our whole crew kind of galvanized around it. It's quite an extraordinary thing to be making a work of art, telling a story, a piece of drama that also has such social relevance and is so important and about something that affects so many thousands of people who are sitting in jail today for crimes that they didn't commit. And, you know, the guys who are here tonight, these 7, some of them have been in jail for over 25 years for something they were innocent of. From age, one guy was 17 years old, he went in and came out at 40. Imagine. So if anything we can do, if this film in any way makes people wake up and ask the question, you know, no longer think, well, someone's in jail, they must have done it. You know, sure, there are a lot of guilty people in jail, but there are too many innocent.
Barry Sheck, what does that name mean to you?
Barry walks the walk. He is an incredible human being, a wonderful man, a good friend of mine. But Barry is dedicating his whole life to this work and to helping others who can't help themselves, and to being, you know, available to people. And for those who think they're alone and isolated and without hope, Barry provides the hope. And he's a fighter like I've never seen.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you. Likewise. Appreciate it.